Hello, my friends. Welcome to another video. Hey, my friends. Welcome you all back to another video. And we are talking about moving to the continent of Africa. This is our third video talking about moving to the continent of Africa. And we will be really diving deep down into these conversations about moving to the continent of Africa because a lot of you want to move there. Today, I am going to give you the tips of the tips on how to buy land in these three countries. Because these three countries are countries that you guys want to go in. And so I have the information for you guys. And one of these countries we are moving into. Now, this information is very important. So please get your pen and your paper and write it down. It's very important that you get a book and you write down all the information so you can go and refer to that information. So the video that I posted before, I told you to not to get scammed, how to not get scammed. Okay, it is very, very important. So for you to buy land in Ghana, for you to buy land in Gambia, for you to buy land in Tanzania, you need to be on the ground. That means you need to buy a ticket and get yourself into one of those countries if you choose one of those three countries that I am talking about, or even Kenya, if you choose any one of those four countries that I'm talking about. So you need to be there. Okay? Like my husband is right there now in that country that we are planning to go to. So you need to be there. Do not, I repeat, send money to anyone. You go there. Okay. Once you're there, you need to contact in some countries they call it like a land researcher. Okay, so you need to find a land researcher. I would advise you to steer clear of some of these people who say, oh, they're from the West and they're selling land and plots and whatever. Listen, y'all, I love my people, but some of our people are scammers. I'm telling you. I have contacted some people, which is going to remain nameless, and they wanted me to pay a fee just for consultation. What are we going to be talking about? Giving them my name, just very simple, whatever information, which I don't think need a consultation. And it was not a cheap amount of money. So this I don't like, number one. I think if you're going to do certain things, it must come with a very good beneficial package that when they don't consult, it's worth the money. If you're going to come with some silliness that anybody can find on the internet, like just stop for me. Right. So that wasn't, I didn't go that way because I just find that was not really necessary. But you need to go to a local office what deals with land, selling of land, buying of land. That's the first thing. You need to find some legit people. Listen to me, guys. Legit people. There are a lot of people over there who are not legit. They say they are from the West. They say they're this person, they say they're that. And the first thing they do is ask you for money. Anybody who asks you for money up front, walk away. Walk away. Because they didn't do anything for you as yet and they want money. This is red flag number one. Red flag number one. If this company is a legit company and you take them on, they need to do something for you before you hand them any money. Don't be gullible, people. If they want to take your money up front and they don't do anything yet, move on to the next person. Because if they cannot trust you, why should you trust them with your money? Why is your money talking before anything happens? Be smart, people. Don't be too hasty to get things. Things are for you. It's there. Whatever is yours, it's yours. Nobody can take it away. Don't be hasty. In hastiness, you lose what is yours. You lose it because you make bad decisions. You're too quick. You're too impatient. Whatever the Most High have for you, it is for you. So just be patient. So that's the first thing. One, this is supposed to cost you money about, oh, you need to pay $50, 50 US dollars. You need to pay 150 US dollars. Like, step away, back up, say like, wait, for what? We didn't do anything yet. Why should I pay some fee? That's one inside, no fee. So get that out of the way. So once you get somebody and they don't ask you for fees, they say, okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go here and I'm going to show you this, that. But first, even before they do that, make sure you see credentials from people. Make sure their name is signed there. Make sure you take information. Make sure you take photographs. Make sure you get photocopies of stuff. Because a lot of you is getting yourself into so much problems because you have nothing to show. Oh, this person took me there, Mr. So-and-so. Well, what is his name? What is his entitlement in this job? What is the company? Did he give you a letter? Whatever. Like, we're doing our stuff. Every single person that we deal with gave us a letter, some documentation. And that's a problem that you guys have. Listen to me very carefully. Do not deal with people unless they're going to give you some kind of documentation. Because when things go wrong, this is going to be your proof. When you're going to take them to court, you need to have proof. And a lot of you are talking without no proof. Oh, this person told me to pay $150. Well, where is the receipt? Where is the stamp thing? Where is the affidavit? Somebody needs to sign it. Where is the credentials? Where is the letter? Where is the agreement that you signed with them? People, be smart. Be smart. You come from the West. Everything here is a signed documentation. Can you go anywhere and get some real estate agent? Can you buy any house? Can you buy any land in Canada or US without you doing all this signing of paper, doing this? Everything has documentation. Like, I have so much documentation here in this house from buying land, inspecting things. Everything has documents. Like, what is the matter with you guys? How come you go into Africa and then you turn, like they say, back on full? Stop turning full, okay? So that is point number one. Make sure you get some kind of documentation and don't hand over your money to people. The second thing is, now once the person is a legit person, you check it out, you verify all that kind of stuff, and then you go to check the land. Listen to me carefully again. I'm going to say, let me fix my glasses to tell you guys. A foreigner cannot own land until they do certain things. Do you understand me? Do you understand me? There are some rules and regulations that you need to follow. It is a must. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you know this piece of plot of land? It is only $1,000. Yes, we understand. People are sometimes in desperate situation and they want to sell land because you're a foreigner and you look like a person who have money. Sadly, those people in those countries, they think foreigners have money. It is a fact. It is not like something that's untrue. It is a true fact, and you have to be aware of that. And a lot of people are selling land which does not even belong to them. Some of the land belong to family members. Some of the land, the poor family members were bullied out of it, or they're like the man because they have traditional rules and whatever. Man is in charge, and so some people are wicked. They take advantage. This widow husband must have left land for the brother, took it over, and then he's selling it, and he's just gonna sell it for you $1,500, $2,000, $1,200 because it's a fast money for him. Be careful with that. Do not give anybody money until you go to do the right things. Okay? Let's go back because I don't want to go off track. So once you go, you find the seller who's selling the land. The second thing you need to do is you need to go to the chief of that place. Listen to me, people. We're from the West and you're not accustomed to chief and tribal leaders and stuff of that. You need to go to the tribal leader of that village, that county, that area, whatever it is called there, and you need to find out information from them. Why is that important? Because every chief is responsible for an area, and those chiefs, they know who the land belonged to. If you go to Ghana, the chief knows who this land belonged to. He knows the brother, he knows the uncle, they know the family dynamics, and they can direct you to the right people who the land belonged to. You go to Gambia, it's the same thing. You go to Tanzania, it's the same thing. Kenya, the same thing. You need to find that information out. Like, don't leave the chief out. It is very important. And why is the chief so important is the chief will also sign documentations for you, guys. Yeah, he will sign documentation for you, and the chief is gonna put his information there. So a lot of people are gonna be played. When I say played, they're gonna be in that mix when it comes to the land. If anything goes wrong, there's all these people who are involved that can come forth and say XYZ and save your butt so you won't lose your money. See, I'm telling you guys all that stuff because I don't want this problem to happen to y'all, okay? So once you get that information from the chief and he give you his right away, whatever, the chief is still not the final say, okay? The chief is still not the final say. You have to go do a land search. Even if the chief tell you, oh, this land belongs to Theodore and Theodore family and blah blah blah, and to tell you all the story, and he signed paper for you and whatever, you still have to go and do a title search. Because you know what, even if the chief said the land belonged to Theodore, like I said, could take that land from Theodore widow, brother's widow. So you have to make sure that this land actually belonged to him. You do have to find it out. And how you're going to do that is you're going to go to the land office. Every place have a different one. Tanzania have a different one. Ghana have a different one. All those countries, Kenya have a different one. So you go there because each, like in Kenya, like Kisii, they have a different place. I think for some place you have to go to Kisii. And guys, don't ask me how I know all the information. I'm telling you, okay? Because I just know, because I do my research and I do my thing, okay? So you may be in one province, but that's not where the land places. You have to go to another one, right? So just be aware of that. You know exactly where you have to go based on where the land is. And don't do anything fast. Take your time. If you're going to take a week or 2 weeks for them to do all that searches, it's for your own benefit. Don't let anybody tell you, oh, you know, well, you can just pay them a little bit of money so they're going to make it fast. Don't make anything fast. Let them take their time and do due diligence search for you so you won't have any issue down the line. Somebody come to claim your land saying it belongs to them. Some great cousin or in-law, somebody come, and before you know it, you lose your land. So don't do that. Now, in all these processes, make sure that no money, you listen to me, people? Make sure no money is passed on to anybody yet. Do not give the seller any money. Something that we found out is the sellers who are selling the land, they want you to give them like a down payment. And they come up with these tactics like, you know, other people are interested in the land, so if you pay them a down payment, a half or something, we'll keep it for you. Don't fall for the trap. You understand me, people? I am telling you, don't you dare fall for this trap. Well, if other people are interested, let them go ahead. We all will go. May the best man win. That's what you have to say. Don't be giving the sellers any money. Don't give any money. You give money when everything has gone through and this land inquisition place have told you, okay, the land actually belongs to Theodore, and they give you a certification to confirm that the land belongs to Theodore, like I said, right? And after they give you that, then you need to get a surveyor. Okay, you need to get somebody to survey the land, right? And then Once the land is severe, they tell you exactly where the boundary is. Make sure the boundary is marked. Let me tell you something else, guys. In those countries, they like to put some guys, and these things, you can only learn these things when you go there and you talk to local people. Listen to me. That's why you need to be on the ground. When you're marking your land, if you're going to leave this land and you're going to come back to America to fix your business, you're going to buy this land and you're going to come back to America because you buy your land. They mark land with some kind of something called suso, like a plant. Don't fall for that trick. Don't do it. Don't fall for that trick of marking land with some kind of bush. Because I understand that some people, they mark land with bush, and then when you're gone, then they move those things. So don't do it. If you want to leave your land and say, you buy the land, everything, every deed and everything, and you're going to come back, make sure you get the iron thingy and you mark your land with that iron thing. Like you pound it in the ground and you mark it there. Or you can put like a concrete, like just somebody come and put some concrete marker for you, like make a little concrete, how you call that? Like a concrete blocky thing, like, how you call that? Put a concrete stake like in the ground, right? Put that in the ground, so that's the mark. Don't let it tell you, but traditionally we mark with the suso. Suso is like a tree that has some spiky, looks like a aloe vera tree, but it's like spiky spikes on it. Don't do that. You're gonna get yourself in trouble. And don't ask me how I know that. Okay? I already told you in the beginning, you need to be on the ground, and that is how you know stuff, by talking to people who's on the ground. And something that you want to do is, once you get this land, you want to fence your land. Make sure you fence the land. Do not leave your land unfenced, because animals are going to come and graze. They're going to graze in there, because they have many laws in this country that say, in some of those countries, that saying once a land is open, it's free for people to graze. So if your land is open, then it's free for anybody to graze. So they may come and eat trees, sometimes, they have native trees and you say, oh, my land have all these nice trees on it. Well, the animals come graze, goats graze, but by the time you come back to build on it, all those trees are gone because people has used your property as a grazing ground. So do not do that. Okay? I went a little bit off. But anyways, let's go back. So once you get the surveyor is going to come. They're going to survey the land properly. Make sure you take photograph. Make sure you mark the thing like I tell you guys, and make sure you fence before you leave. So once the surveyor do that, then you need to go back to the office now, and then you start to sign papers, and that's when you start to pay people now. You start to pay the people for the papers. You're going to pay the surveyor. You're going to pay the agency who you use to come help you find the land and stuff like that. Don't be giving anybody money up front. If they want your money up front, forget it. Move to somebody else, because you need to establish trust. And if they can't trust you, just forget it, okay? So you don't need to pay anybody until things are done. And make sure that before you give away your hard-earned cash, that everything is in your hand. So you have the land search papers, you have your certification for your land, and make sure everything is signed by a JP. You hear? You need to have everything signed and sealed by a JP. Do not let anybody give you any documentation without it being properly signed and sealed. And you people need to know that. A lot of you get into problems, go into court. There's so much horror stories out there. People go into court and they lose the land because they had no signature of no JP, no real legal documentations. And we have learned that through our search for land. Listen to me carefully. Listen to me carefully. You need to have things signed legally. And all parties must sign, and it must be stamped. When you take your documentation to a government office, when you go there, by making them have the stamp, it shows that it's a legal document. When you don't have any stamp on it, it's not really a legal document. It's just like a word of mouth. It's like, well, You didn't come in front of us. It's not signed. This is null and void. So you're gonna lose your money. So be very, very aware of that. Be very, very aware of that. And a lot of you are losing your money because you're not doing your due diligence, and sometimes you're afraid to just say no because you think, oh, I'm in their country. This is your money. This is your money. Don't be a fool. Don't let anybody fool you. This is your money. You work hard for it. Winter, autumn, summer, spring. Like, yeah, let me tell you guys, don't let that kind of stuff happen to you all on the continent of Africa. Another thing is to stay clear of all these people who are claiming to working with the chiefs and doing this and doing that and doing the other. When whichever country you move to, like when you go to Ghana, Ghana has a Jamaican association. Get in contact with these people and get information from them. Find out all the associations. Tanzania has association. Ghana have association. Gambia have an association. Find out information from the associations and make sure you read every single documentation when it comes to land acquisition. Make sure you read every single document. And if you don't understand something, let somebody help you. The next point I'm going to make is you're going to need a lawyer. You're going to need a lawyer when you're going to sign documentation. Something that we were told is do not take a lawyer that your seller has, because it's going to be a conflict of interest. A lawyer cannot work for you and him at the same. It's a conflict of interest. A lot of you don't know that. They said, oh, I have a lawyer. No, don't do that. There's a lot of scam happening. And so he's going to say, oh, I have a lawyer. Don't do that, because you don't know what is happening between him, this lawyer, and that. Maybe they might get a cut from each other. Like, don't do that. Make sure you find your own lawyer, and do not take a rookie lawyer. Guys, you know what's a rookie lawyer? A rookie lawyer is somebody who just pass their bar exam, and maybe they're in a lawyer for 2-3 years. Like, you don't want this kind of lawyers. You want a lawyer that is being in the business for over 5+ years, going down there, 10 years, 8 years, 9 years. And you want to see this lawyer qualification. You want to have numerous references on this lawyer, so you know that the lawyer is going to go through due diligence to make sure everything on your paperwork is correct, and he's not just taking your money and before you know it, he didn't sign something, he didn't read something, he didn't understand something when it comes to you as a diaspora buying land. So make sure you do due diligent when it comes to lawyer, and make sure that the lawyers that you're using, that they are real lawyers and they've been in the field for a long time and they're really knowledgeable and versed about this land buying things. Because sadly to say, a lot of friends and acquaintances that we know get bad lawyers, and some of them they're still in the countries that I mentioned, and it's 1 year, 2 year, 3 years, and they still don't have the land stuff. Some of them are in court fighting for the land. Some of them have bought new land because the first land that they bought is all tied up, and it's just a long process. Please do not get yourself in all this mess. Listen to the video that I'm telling you. Listen, what I'm telling you here is honest information. I'm not making a penny. Okay, I'm not asking you for money. I'm not doing any of that stuff. I am just giving you information that you need to hear and you need to know. I am not a person who wants to take anybody money. I'm a person who wants people to get right information. That is important for me. If I want to open a business, doing that, maybe I'll open a business in future. But I think there's a lot of information that you can give free. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. I know it takes a lot of time to find information. It takes a lot of time to call people and find information, write things down, document things, file it and everything. But it is worth it, because I think not everything you have to be like money, 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 because it's good to do something good for your people also, because you shall be rewarded if you do things that is good. Sorry guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you're learning from these videos that I'm coming out with, and please let us continue the talk in the comment section. I am going to put a couple, should I put some links in the bottom for you guys? I'm not sure. I'm gonna put 1 or 2 links in the comment section so you guys can go check stuff out for yourself if you want to read certain stuff. I tend to not like to do certain things because everybody have a different situation, and like I said, the things that what I may need, it may not be what you need. So what I prefer, if you all have your concerns and you put it in the comment section so I know the exact information that people want so I can get it for you all, you know, and that'll be better because then I can just, I don't have to like be putting random thing that nobody wants. I'll have information exactly what that specific person wants. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing and subscribing. I love you guys. See you in the next video. Mwah, mwah.